Hey, what's up guys? Steven, the Salon Guy here, and today I've got a very exciting tutorial for you guys. I know you love when I have live models, and as you can see here, I've got a live model, and this is Tim Bryan. Tim, how you doing, man?
I'm good, how are you?
Awesome. Now, Tim is an actor and a professional model, and clearly he's got good hair. Not as good as mine, but close, all right? I've got the nice, luxurious beard, and he's got the good hair on top. So today we're gonna do a really cool haircut. This isn't really celebrity inspired. What I'm going to do for Tim is take it down nice and tight throughout the sides here, kind of blend it up, and we're going to leave the volume into the top here. But this is going to be a really, really great haircut, really accentuate the volume he has and the thickness in his hair, and also show you guys how to use clippers and also scissors. So it's going to be really, really good, really informative, and I'm ready to go. Tim, you ready?
I'm ready, let's do it.
All right, awesome. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a 1.5, and I'm going to go from here up to about right here. And I'm going to do that probably also on the side too. So we'll do this in the back here, and then we'll bring it up to the sides into here, kind of like a low taper, and then we'll go from a 1.5 to a 2 to a 3.5, and then blend it in by hand. Okay guys, so what I did is I started with a 1.5, then I went to a 2, then a 3.5, and 3 3/4. Okay, and I did that all the way throughout the back here and the sides. Now, and I do this in all my videos, is where you want to go scissor over comb, where we're going to get this line out here, and we're going to blend this in, and we're going to actually work this into the length. So then we're going to cut this to where it's about maybe, I'd say 1 inch long, right in through here, 1.5 inches, and then we're going to work that into the top to where we have the length right here to get that volume. Alright, as you can see, we've got this nicely blended in through the back up into this area. Now what we're going to do is we're going to connect this, and we're going to pull this straight out like this, and we're going to cut upwards like this following the head shape. Now we're cutting this to where it's about, I'd say, 1.5 inches in length, and we're going to continue to follow in this area right into here. You want to make sure this has a nice blend to it, and Tim here has a little calic, and I get a lot of people asking about calics. Well, what you do is you kind of cut it a little bit shorter, but you go with the way it grows. As you can see, it's laying down flat right in through here now. The minute you go like this, see, it wants to stick straight up. The key to the secret to this is very important, is if you comb it the way it grows, look at that, it just lays flat. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna continue to blend this in right in through here. Then we're gonna comb it straight up like this, and we're gonna cut it horizontally. Again, to where it's about 1.5 inches in length right in through here. Then we're going to cut shorter to longer, where we're going to leave the length longer right into the front. So as we're working towards the front, what I did is I over-directed slightly back towards me, which is going to leave the length a little bit longer in the front. So I want to maintain the length and the volume that Tim has right into here. But now what I'm doing is I'm actually blending this in into the corners right into here, which is an essential part of this. Okay, but then what you want to do is you push this out of the way and you make sure that this is blended into here. So I'm going to continue to go in through here, cut the corners so it has a nice rounded balanced shape, and you want to do that throughout the whole thing. So when you're done with the top in the middle here, then you go around to the corners this way. And you do that simply by holding it straight out like this from the head, and then you follow downwards like this. You can also change your body position, and which I'm going to do here, and then cut upwards like that. Okay, so it's basically keeping a nice rounded shape, which is really going to accentuate this, and it's also going to last too. When you have a well-balanced haircut, it really lasts a long time. So we're going to finish this up, then we'll clean the edges here, and then we'll style it. Alright, so for the styling, I'm using American Crew Fiber, which has high hold and low shine. And the reason I'm using this is because Tim's hair has a wave to it, and I don't want to make it wet at all. I want to keep kind of like the dry look, so this is perfect for that. And what I did, as you saw, is I did some texturizing with the shears. I also used the thinning shears to kind of blend it in and also remove some weight on top, so I did thin this out on the top quite a bit. So now I'm taking the product, and I'm literally going to start working it in like this. And what this product's going to do, and also this technique, it's going to really bring out the haircut. All right, and now I'm going to work in the top like this, work in the sides. The whole key to this thing is really just working in to where the shape of how you want it. And I really want to have some nice volume in through here. And as you can see from the side here, turn this way a little bit, it's getting some nice, really nice shape to it. And the taper is really nice too. So I'm just going to finish this up a little bit here as far as the styling goes, play around with it, and then we'll have a final look. Well, Tim, your hair looks great, man. What do you think?
I think it's amazing. It easily trumped any other haircut that I've had in a long time.
Really? Well,
yes.
Thank you. Coming from a professional model, I appreciate that. So just to break it down again, guys, I faded from like a 1, let's turn the head this way, look the other way, there we go. So a 1.5 up into a 2, then 3 3¾ and I blended it by hand. That all the way throughout the sides and the back. The top I cut it towards about 1.5 to 2 inches, and probably about 3 or so inches it's faced forward right in the front like this. And then I use some paste, I use American Crew Fiber to get that nice texture in it. And from all angles, it looks really good. So I had a lot of fun today, and before we go, Tim, plug your YouTube channel.
Yeah, it was an honor for you to cut my hair. This guy's the best, as you guys know. And if you want to check out more guys' lifestyle, just click the link down below to my YouTube channel. It's Off Duty Style with Tim Bryan. And again, thank you so much for having me.
Awesome, dude. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more tutorials from the Salon Guy.